right, good morning. I have the pleasure and honor of serving the Representative District 120th, which is just Stratford. But before I was ever involved in local politics or, advocacy, it was my nursing career. And having this new opportunity of being able to serve here in the legislature with amazing colleagues, Representative Martinez and I have heard from nurses all over the state. But when we are talking about home health care, visiting nurses, and the 6,500 patients that we serve and we care for, one of my priorities this legislative session, whether I'm talking about the nurses or the firefighters or the police officers, is workplace protections. And in order for us to be able to do our jobs, whether it's in behavioral health or we're in a hospital, is making sure that the nurses actually have the resources that they need in order to do their jobs. So in addition to Medicaid rates needing to be increased for the medication distribution, it's also, we have a champion in the Senate, Senator Marks, who was able to pass and help get through the legislation to help protect us, and I say us as nurses, so that we can do our jobs. But it requires the funding so that those nurses that are risking their lives, which we know now, unfortunately, to be true, needs to be funded so that they have the workplace protections, meaning that they have the escorts that they need in order to go into homes. I think it was Senator Lesser who, said, we don't go into people's homes when we're campaigning. Well, I can tell you that when I was invited in, and maybe it's because during my nursing school experience of visiting nursing and behavioral health, was you meet people where they're at, and you give people an opportunity to be able to share their concerns, to voice their concerns. And it has been an honor and a privilege to be able to not only be a professional nurse, but to now also be here in this legislature. And Representative Martinez and I will do everything that we can to make sure that the Connecticut nurses out there know that this house is your house and your issues are our issues. So we will continue to advocate and work with all of you here in our state capitol to try and make sure that we are able to get that funding allocated for the Medicaid reimbursements, but also already thinking about legislation. If it's not this session, you can better believe we're going to be ready for next session too. Thank you.